So, basic stage makeup. We're gonna start with corrective makeup, or a basic beat, sometimes it's called. But this is going to be the basic face map that you put on your face almost anytime you go on stage. So this is also going to be a very personal makeup, because it's going to be something that you do for you, that you do to make sure you're supporting yourself on stage, that you're presenting the person you want to be on stage. So about an hour ago, I had a big glass of water, moisturized my face, and then started to set up my workspace. Sanitized the space, made sure all my brushes were clean, laid out a towel, washed my hands, just all the things to make sure the space that I'm working in is safe and clean and going to be helpful. So, basic face. We're gonna start with concealers. Now, this is gonna differ from person to person. Things people like to conceal are under eye bags or acne scars or numerous other things. It's usually a very personal choice. The thing you want to keep in mind when you do use a concealer is that you want to choose the opposite color from what you're trying to hide. So if, say, you've got some nice purple under eye circles, you're going to want to choose the opposite color on the color wheel, an orange, to make that a concealer. In any case, the one that I'm going to do today is I'm going to conceal my lovely little purple circles, and I'm going to do that by mixing up a little bit of orange. So in my little cream contour, there is a nice little orangey blush. I'm going to take my brush, I'm going to pick up a little bit of that, and I'm going to mix it right on the back of my hand. Just a little. I don't need a lot. And I'm going to mix it with my chosen foundation. I'm going to take that and take a little bit of that on my brush, because I don't want to put just like orange on my face. I want it to be a little bit blended out. And then I'm going to use that as a palette Next step, foundation. Grab your pot, grab your latex sponge, and working in short strokes going down, cover your face. Don't forget your ears, don't forget to blend into your neck. You don't want to get into your collar line because it'll start rubbing off on your costume, but you do want to make sure that you don't end up with a hard line at your jaw. So, next thing you're going to do is you're going to put in your contouring. For this, we're going to do a very theatrical contouring, so you should have a character shadow and a character highlight or a cream highlight. Boop, boop, boop. So those are going to be used to help define the shape of your face. Now, I have a very round face. I don't have a lot of contour, so we're gonna make it up. I'm gonna take our nice square brush. I'm gonna pick up, I like starting with shadow just because that's how my brain works. Go under your jawline. At the temples, up into the hairline. Then you can see how shadows kind of creep down my nose. This is very much about helping the light when you're in a larger stage space up right into the eyebrows. define your face shape. You can do a little under here. So it's a little like your cartoon. And I will also usually do just a little under the brow bone. All right, many lines. Yikes. So I'm gonna take my shadow brush and clean it off. Always keep a makeup wipe handy. And then I'm going to go back to my little latex sponge and I'm gonna start from that hard line and I'm gonna blend down. So we do have a slightly harder edge and a softer edge. You do want to make sure that your lines go away, but your darkest shadow is at your top and it blends out. All right, for eyes and nose, you want to take the narrowest part of that sponge and so you can do slightly more detailed work. You're gonna take your cream highlight and your brush that you have just cleaned, and I'm just wiping it off on a makeup wipe while I am working. All right, highlights. Again, you're gonna do one down your nose. You wanna do one across your brow. You're gonna do one, so with your highlights and your shadow, you never actually want them to meet. You wanna have the mid-tone of your foundation help create that shape. So with this, you can see the lightest part of do a little highlight at the top of the lip and chin. And then usually you also do one just above the jawline there to reinforce that shadow. So if you're worried that you're forgetting a highlight, remember highlights go with shadows. I'm going to go back to my trusty, there it is, sponge and blend. Ooh, I forgot my under nose shadow. Your nose creates a shadow. Put a shadow there. Just, and then making sure to blend things so you don't have weird blotchiness or it doesn't look like you're shaping your face, but you are. Now we're going to set this. So you're going to take your powder puff and your powder, and you're going to take it and you're going to put just a couple shakes. And you're going to go ahead and work that right into the puff. Sorry. You're going to take this and you're going to go ahead, just dab it all over. This is so important with cream makeup because if you don't do this, your cream makeup will get on everything and it'll slide all over your face. If you discover you've put on too much powder and you've turned yourself into a ghost, take your nice blusher brush, just go ahead and brush any extra off. And now blush. So I've got this lovely powder blush. It's very pink. You do not need much, but you do need blush because otherwise you're gonna look nice and dead. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna kind of tap off any extra blush. I'm gonna blow, so it's just a little, and I'm gonna take it to the apple of my cheek, which is such a weird way to say, but smile. And I'm not gonna put it out here, but I am gonna put it kind of right over where that cheekbone shadow is. Smiling helps. Oh, and you can see I put a lot more blush on one side than the other. What do you do when you do that? You try to even them up a little. And then a little bit on the nose. A little bit up here, just to make it look like there's still blood flowing in your veins. A little will go a long way with blush. Be very sparing. All right, done blush, we've done highlight and shadow. What's next? Lips. All right, lovely lip pencil. What you're going to do with this is you're going to outline your lips. You're not going to color them in. You're just going to go ahead. I usually start with a nice V shape there, and just where you can see your lips start to change from lip to face, I'm gonna do an outline. And then you're going to take your little brush, which you have cleaned off, and you're going to take your contour wheel, and personally, what is this? Dusty Rose? Probably? Sure. Going to use that as a lip color. Get a nice brush full, and I'm going to start at the edge of where my line work is. I'm going to paint in towards my mouth. I can rub my lips together. All right. One other thing you can do as you are putting your lips on is you can add a little bit of highlight. So if you grab your cream highlight and take just a little at the top of your lip. It just gives your lips a little more definition. Now, on to eyebrows. In your kit, you should have a lovely eyebrow pencil. In order to do your eyebrows, and God knows there are 30,000 tutorials out there on penciling in your eyebrows, you're going to take the point of your pencil and follow the direction of your eyebrows. You also have this lovely tool in your kit if you need to get your eyebrows going all in one direction. I don't have a lot of eyebrows, so they really don't care what I try to do to them. But starting, you want to flick little lines through your eyebrows to just enhance the shape that's already there. You can wiggle your eyebrows, see where they move. All right, eyebrows, lovely. And now eyeliner. I'll usually start with the eyebrow pencil to start my eyeliner, and then only do a little bit of black eyeliner pencil. The more dramatic you want it to be, the more black you can use. So I usually start from the bottom. So if you look at your eye, there's the lash line, so where your lashes attach, and then it's called the water table, which is the closest line to your eye. Don't draw in the water table. What we're trying to do is make your eyes appear bigger and more defined from a further distance. So I don't start all the way out here. I start a little bit in, and I just run that pencil right under my eyelashes. And then I'll take my finger, I'll pull my eyelid nice and tight, and I'll start about 3/4 the way in and just run my pencil right along the top of my lashes. And then do it on the other side. Now, how I was taught is that you never connect the top and the bottom, because what you want to do is make your eyes look bigger from a distance. And in fact, you're going to take your smallest brush and a little bit of your cream highlight. You're going to go ahead and put a little bit of light there to just open your eyes out a little bit more, and put a little bit in at the corner of your eye. Then if you so desire to use a darker color, you can go in and just layer that right in. If you want to add a little more drama to your eyes, your contour wheel, and pick your dark, actually this is your bruise wheel, this dark purple that's up here, and you can fill in your eye crease. Take your blending sponge, blend, blend, blend. Take your cream highlight again, and go ahead and take that, just put that highlight right over the center of your eye and right under your brow. So again, on the other side. Go ahead and blend. There you can see. One thing that's always nice to do as you continue putting makeup on is to go in and do some close detail work, and then take a moment and sit back and double check what you've done looks right. So that's really it. Basic stage makeup. You're really just going ahead and doing your face kind of plus 30% volume. Last but not least, don't forget to clean off your face with your makeup wipes, also with soap and water, and re-moisturize it. This stuff is not something you want to leave on all day and night. Make sure you take all your brushes and clean them. And yeah, have fun.